Hey everyone, MrTass here, MrTass Tech Reviews. Got a VR related review for you. This is the Globular Cluster F3 version 3. Now I have the version 2 already and I did a review video on that, and it is my go-to interface when I want to use an interface. As you know, I generally prefer not using an interface, but I love that the magnetics allow me to pop it on and off if I want the full immersion experience. Version 3 takes things to a whole different level of use. And we'll look at version 2 and version 3 as we go through. But let's just start out on Globular Cluster's website. It's $50. Not sure what their shipping is there, but you can also pick it up on Amazon for $50. I will leave an affiliate link for Amazon and a normal link for a Globular Cluster there. And basically, this is a magnetic, so you put this on your Quest 3. Now, I have the Quest 3 version. They make a 3S version also, I believe. But they are not, you can't use a 3 version on a 3S. You need to get your specific one for you. But they've upgraded in a lot of different ways, which we'll go into, with different components and pieces. So now pretty much everything is magnetic. You can add on these little side rails here. You can magnetically detach the nose. You can do different levels of depth. So if you have different glasses or different nose shapes, it actually takes that into account now. So it's all magnetic here. And it has an open interface specifically. And then you can see the little side blockers for light. I mean, it just looks like it's going to be really interesting. It has fabric, breathable mesh, and a PU. And it's also, there's a flexible for the main frame or something, so it like will squish a little better. I'm really curious to check this thing out. And that's on their website, and you can see their images off to the right there as it goes through and all of that. But let's go ahead and get into the unboxing itself. So here it is, Globular Cluster F3 version 3 for the Quest 3. Magnetic everything. 3-in-1 facial solution, adjustable depth options, magnetic modular design. I really think this is going to be your one-stop shop if you're looking for a more comfortable face. Now it does give tips here. Tip number 1 about setting the arms. And tip number 2, about how to put the band piece on, or the face piece. Now, they do say this is not compatible with the stock dock, so you'd have to take it off to use it with a docking station. And I'm not sure which one. So let's see all the different pieces in here. Holy goodness. All right, that's everything in the box. Set that aside. So we've got... yeah, different spacers and add-ons. So there's one spacer here, there's another spacer here, and then we've got the actual piece there, and that is not a spacer. And that is definitely flexible. That's cool. So this is your main kind of piece, actually. Oh, that one's flexible too. They're all flexible. And then these are magnetic on the side here too. Wow, that's a nice rubbery material with air vents, really soft. It's a soft kind of leathery type thing, but you can see the little magnetic points here. And so those just pop back on when you want a light block on the sides. So all 3 of these facial interfaces, you can take these little side rails off. So you can have a bit of a side eye open view when it's on your face, which I'll show you. And the gap is pretty much about the same on all of them for the side. Now, if you have a halo strap like the Bobo S3, you don't necessarily have to use this at all. But if you do have an Elite strap, it's nice that you're going to be able to have these side slit options. And then these little adapters, you can just pop them on and boom, block out the light. That's the right side versus the left side. Oh, so little slot. They've got a little magnet here, and they've got magnets here. So there's 4 magnets on each of these, and you can see how, rubbery and bendable that is. Now these spacer pieces, these do not bend. And there is a 4mm spacer and a 6mm spacer, and you could stack them if you wanted 10mm of spacer. And then this is the actual interface that will go onto the Quest 3 itself. But you can see the magnets here, and they're very nice, strong magnets. And then the nose blocker connects to all of these. So you can see here, it's got magnet, 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 magnet. So the nose goes in, if you put it in the right way. There you go. And so now I was able to put the nose blocker in. It's got a double flap here for light blocking. It's all very, very soft. This feels like it's going to be incredible. So just for comparison, this is the version 2, which basically only had kind of the 2 pieces plus the spacers, and it does not bend. It is a hard plastic. So your only give is here, versus these have a squish function to them, which is really cool. But that's version 2. Version 3 is where it's at. And with all the different components, let's go ahead and throw this onto a Quest headset. So here I have my Quest 3. Like I said, I do use a Bobo strap. So we're going to just put this onto here. And basically, once you put this piece onto there, it doesn't move. You leave that on. So even with this on, I can still use this without a strap connected to it. But now that that's connected on, if I want to use any of the 3 different sets here, I can just pop them on like that. So maybe I want to use, so that's the pleather version. Maybe I want to use the cloth version. I mean, they pop on there great. I'm curious to see how it feels, but it's always an easy push on. And then again, if you want to extend the depth for if you have a bigger nose, you can do that by putting that on. And if you want to block out the light, you can put these little guys on, or use the nose if you want to block out more light. So let's go ahead and give this a try on the head. I am going to use the standard pleather one here, and I'm going to put the nose piece on it right there like that. And I'm going to leave it open on the sides for now. So just like that, I've got this connected. Let's switch our camera here. Yellow. And I'm going to put this on. And I'm going to turn that on just so I can actually see something. And there we go. So it's interesting. I've got, I can kind of feel this a bit against my face. It's not, there's no like real pressure because I'm also using a halo strap. But these little slits do let in just enough, kind of a little bit of light on the side that you can see. It's not really going to give you a full open interface type option, but because it's magnetic, I can take that off, and because I'm using a halo, I can use my Quest without any interface here and be able to see. But if I want to do the cloth one, I can put that on just like that. And so if you have a multi-family, you could dedicate one of these to each person, so then you're not swapping, face sweat or different things that way, or if each person has a preference. And again, I can see some light along the side here because of the little open slit. But if I just plug these guys in, and they do say right or left on them. So you want to put that on before you put, so that pops on. That's real quick and easy to just, here, let me take it off. So there it is like that, plop, done. Light is blocked out. I can put this back on the headset, back on, and now it is fully blocked out. Like there's no light coming in on the sides. And I can see down my nose, but I can grab the nose protector, which is on this one. I can bring that over, attach that right onto there. And now I am fully, it's dark, like the whole surround. I'm not getting any light bleed. Like I just turned the screen off and there is no light bleed. I might as well be wearing a blindfold. So that's great. Yeah, there's not much more I can say. It's everything you will want it to be. Oh, and they do have a little step-by-step guide. We'll just go through here real quick. Step-by-step guide, how to use it. Although I just showed you pretty much how to use it. It's pretty straightforward. But with all the different magnetic pieces, combinations, options, it really is, I would say it's the only interface you probably need. And that new squishable, bendable material really just helps it fit any face And I'm sure if you're using an Elite strap and it's really pressed up against your face, like you'll notice it'll just, I can feel it kind of being able to sit better. So it'll lessen the pressure even when you're using an Elite strap. So big win, great job, Globular Cluster, on the F3 version 3. It's going to be my go-to. So till next time, thanks. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe, and comment, and I will do my best to reply. Till next time.